do you think you have to earn your rest? And this is something like both from a workplace, from a personal, like I'd love us to detangle that a little bit.
Yes. I mean, my answer to that would be yes. Like, I think that over the years, when it comes to work, like professional work, professionally compensated work, I've gotten a little bit better at recognizing that I need to build in times for rest and play and just to do basic things like eat, in order for me to be able to produce at my
Mm.
highest level. And so, and and now I feel like there's been the opportunity to create an environment where it's really truly safe to do that, where you don't feel unsafe. So, I mean, previously, any one of my supervisors in the examples I shared earlier would probably be like, why did you do that? And the question is, yes, I opted to do it, but it's because I didn't feel like I had the safety not to do it. I didn't know if I would still belong or be valued if I didn't. But I will say that personally, like I still feel like I need to earn my rest. Like I can tell you, even 2 nights ago, I was tired. I really needed to use the bathroom, but I washed the dishes and switched the laundry and fed my cat and did all these things that took about 20 minutes before I even allowed myself to just go and get the relief of like using the bathroom or sitting down on the couch or the bed and saying, my work for the day is over. And so I do feel like I need to earn my rest still. And also, that has to do with the fact that we associate work with only what we're paid to do and compensated for. But actually, there's a whole lot of work that goes into life, and especially if you're either married or with kids, like every step of the way, like that sense of work increases. And that's not to say it doesn't exist if you're a single person on your own, but like life also just doesn't happen. Like I'm not in a position where someone's coming to do my laundry or cook the food or put my kids to bed, or but I feel like if I don't accomplish those things, then like how could I allow myself to rest? Or maybe it's a realization that I am so exhausted, even though I'm trying to balance my life, that once I take the break and rest, I won't be able to go back and finish the task that I've predetermined that I should do in order to close out the day and feel good about it. The truth, though, is that that list never ends,
Yeah.
ever.
Ah, yes, and I think, this is, all of us I think this is a team notorious for our to-do lists, absolutely, and I mean, I'll just share, I've at least reached the point of recognizing that my to if I get through 30% of my to-do list, that is a whopping success, but that wasn't always how it is, and full disclosure, I absolutely have to earn my rest. I am a walking contradiction of preaching balance, and you gotta, relax, I'm a California girl through and through, but here I am with a list of only if you do XYZ will you be able to rest, and here's your block, and here's this, and it's just like, why? What if I'm not tired during this block? Like what why am I pre-planning when I can rest? So it's just an interesting number of detangling yourself from the work perspective, from life, and also like there's different types of rest. I'm gonna make a little plug that I learned through one of our advisors, Megan Scott from Wayfinding Partners. There's 7 types of rest, and we have I'll drop a link later, of just like rest from responsibility or social rest, what's your mental rest, spiritual rest, all these different kinds of rest. And that was a real eye-opening thing because sometimes I would think that my rest from work would be, okay, I can clean the house or I can do laundry. Those are just other chores. What
Yeah.
how is folding my laundry
And
restful?
labor. Mhm.
Like how is cleaning my toilet restful? Like sure, I like it, like I love having a clean house, but that's not rest. So it's also this idea of like just because you're not doing something else and you're filling in your time with some that doesn't mean it's rest. Like actually, what does it mean to just fully be and just pause? So it's just like I just wanted to note that if rest for you is just another chore, that's not rest, my friend. That is
No,
not rest, my friend.
it's not. And I've been on the same path too. And I still feel like in order for me to rest, I need to, I'm also very much a to-do list girl, and I have 20 things on that to-do list every day, like mop, clean, do the dishes, go grocery shopping, make sure you go to the gym, make sure you eat, all these things. And if I have a chance,
Shower.
well, shower, like those are all things that I put on my to-do list, even though they're very automatic and stuff. But Yeah, and I tend to feel like huge amounts of guilt when I rest and I don't have these things completed. And then, a little bit of imposter syndrome after that. Like, oh, like you're over here resting, like you don't deserve what you have. And only it just like turns into this huge snowball thing. And it's like, where did that come from? Like, I just want to take a 20-minute nap, like but yeah, and of course, like I do think that it's our society, it's a cultural thing, of course, also, and all these things, and it's just like, family members always making comments of like, oh, you took a nap today, like what a luxury. Like
Mm.
I could never, I would never, where can I get a
Uh,
job like that?